Dímelo, mi gente, Mark Cuchere again, my video. And today we're going to talk about the Bhutan government launching the world's first Solana-backed visa for digital nomads. So if you are a digital nomad and you've been through all this process to get a visa, how hard it is, you have to do all these kind of stuff, this is the video for you. And it's relatively cheap. So yeah, stay tuned. Also, if you are a digital nomad, please be wary of, the country that you're going to, right? The customs, the food, everything. If you are going to be moving to all these countries, what I ask is to be mindful, right? Especially like eat out over there, maybe work another job, help out the economy, right? Don't just get the visa to do whatever you want, right? Be mindful of the country and, give back to the country, right? Because they are taking you in and they really didn't have to do something like that. So let's get started. So we start off with how much is it, right? So you buy 10,000 worth of tokenized gold on Solana plus 2,800 application fee. I also want to say Bhutan, I've never been there, right? I've never been to Asia in my life, but if you do not know where it is, it's by the Himalayas, right? It's like underneath China or like right next to China, like in Nepal, like all those kind of countries, like right next to India too. Like it's around there. It's like South Asia, I believe it is. So you can stay up to 36 months in one of the world's most beautiful countries and you get 10K back at the end, right? And if this is beautiful, right? It's so huge. Oh my God. I've definitely seen this picture before, right? Maybe, but yeah, it looks so beautiful. So your future is golden. So Bhutan's bold tomorrow. Gelephu Mindfulness City. I'm going to just say GMC. Welcomes digital nomads. So we're going to be choosing why Bhutan, why all these kind of things, and like kind of going over the visa process and the pricing and everything. So why Bhutan? So it's a sanctuary for the modern nomads who experience the stability of GNH in a city where prioritizes well-being over consumption, where progresses guards tradition, where innovation meets inner peace. Gelephu Mindfulness City offers a unique blend for ancient wisdom, untouched nature, and modern connectivity to the ancient Kingdom of Bhutan. Also, really important, untouched nature, right? Do not go buying up all the land and making all these kind of, destroying the land, right? Keep it untouched, please. So, unmatched stability, a kingdom built on peace and sustainable growth. Digital security, so it's privacy-focused jurisdiction with modern infrastructures. National harmony, live and work surrounded by pristine Himalayas and exclusive community. So, join a creative network of global visionaries. So, all these stuff are true, right? The exclusive community, they're probably going to give you a list, or there's like a WhatsApp or Discord. Well, I don't think Discord, but there's probably going to be a WhatsApp or like a list of all these digital nomads that are going to be moving over there, right? National harmony to digital security. I like this. So it does a privacy focused jurisdiction. So maybe, right, those privacy coins that we've talked about, like Zcash, Monero, all those stuff are, widely available. So let's see. So your path to digital nomad visa. So number one is check eligibility. So you must be a professional, entrepreneur, or self-employed individual in sectors aligned with GMC's strategic direction. So that's really important. I couldn't find, what those shops are. Obviously, I'm not a visa lawyer or a travel agent or anything. So before, you start applying, check these availabilities. I'll leave everything in the description down below like I always do. So next you need to submit applications. So apply here and pay GMCA the non-refundable program fee of 2,800. Income threshold and minimum stay requirements are waived. So it says it's non-refundable. So if the visa does not get approved, you probably don't get that money back. So also be open to that. Open a DK bank account. So open a bank account with DK Bank and make a minimum deposit of 10,000 equivalent of TER. So it's a digital backed gold. And we're going to be going over it in a little bit. And then you receive the visa. So you get a 12-month digital nomad visa with full freedom to travel and reside anywhere in the Kingdom of Bhutan, renewable up to 24 months. So this is basically kind of what it looks like right here, where you have to apply. You apply here now. And then TER is a digital token representing fractional ownership of physical gold securely stored in reputable vaults globally. They also say the vaults are in Bhutan. So right? With gold, you really, for the most part, you don't know where the vaults are. Hopefully, with crypto and especially with TER, you are gonna know where the vaults are. You probably have to just ask them. So, each token is backed by real redeemable gold, combining the reliability of traditional assets with the transparency of blockchain. And this is really important, right? Redeemable gold. You are able to redeem it for real physical gold. That is really amazing. So, rooted in Bhutan's spirit of trust, integrity, and responsible finance, TER embodies the nation's commitment to exclusive sustainability and innovation. It is issued by GMCA and exclusively distributed by DK Bank. So it's amazing how a bank is working with the government that's working with digital nomads. That is honestly the future. So here's some of the common questions, the courtesy here. So it's stored in Bhutanese vaults, and it combines the speed of crypto with stability of gold. Can you withdraw for physical gold? That is not out yet, right? That feature is not out yet. I don't know when it's going to be out, but obviously if you are going through the process, you're probably going to ask. The tax implications too. It offers favorable tax regimens for foreign income. Digital nomad visas holders are generally taxed only on income source within Bhutan, not on global foreign earnings. We recommend consulting with a tax advisor for your specific situation, right? Not financial advice, not a tax advisor, not a lawyer by any means. And the process is really fast. So once you submit your application, initial approval typically takes 48 to 72 hours. Like I really haven't had to apply to too many visas, right? I applied to a visa in Egypt and I did it at the airport, right? I mean, I did it, beforehand, but my dad didn't do it and he did it at the airport and it was pretty fast. But, right, that was just a travel visa. That's not like a visa to kind of like stay in there. So I think for the most part, 48 to 72 hours is pretty quick. So yeah, if you are ready to redefine your life, definitely start your journey and apply here. Spots are, I don't know why it says 2025. It should say 2026, but we are in 2026. Maybe they just haven't updated that. So it is on Solana, right? So before I start off, I just want to say you can see here the soul scan. So there's only one holder right now. They hold 100% of the supply. It looks like there's 7.7 million tokens or like around there. So check it here on SoulScan too. Always, that's what's beautiful about crypto, the transparency. I just copy and paste it, went to SoulScan. You go on here, search transaction, you copy and paste it, and it shows up here. Let me see actually the holder, the account. So yeah, that's the only thing that they have. So pretty interesting. Also, I want to say here, like obviously, I just want to talk about why Solana. Definitely why they chose Solana, right? So the key benefits are obviously affordability. So with a minimum purchase of one TER, you can just own gold for 1.4 USD. And that's obviously based on the price in December 2025. I wish it was more updated, right? But it is what it is. And also, TER versus other gold investments. And like I said, not financial advice, but here are the major, things that you could see with TER compared to other like ETFs, tokens, or physical gold bars, right? So no minting fees, a 0.25% redemption fee, and no custody fee. A minimum purchase of just one token is around, gold went down in January. I don't know if it's down now again, but at that time it was $1.40. So instant redemption to physical gold, yes, in 20-gram coins or 1K bars, and that is coming soon. Like I said, delivery of physical gold is worldwide shipping. That is also available. I want to know how that works, right? And is regulated GMCA in Bhutan. So major gold tokens are not regulated, and obviously this is in crypto per se. Major gold ETFs too is regulated by the SEC and equivalents, not available to retail and not available to retail to get the physical gold, right? You basically have the share, but you don't really have the gold, right? And that's kind of what you want. And then physical gold bars, obviously, like the custody fee is wherever vault you want to keep it in or however you want to like store it. And also 1 kilogram of bar is 130,000. Jesus Christ. I know Costco sells them too. And it says here it's not regulated. So if you're going to read the white paper is here. I'm going to be honest. I didn't read it, so I'm sorry. I'll read it, eventually and get my thoughts on it. But how many pages is 12? Is not that long, especially if you're gonna do that investment. So some of the partners are Fireblocks, Solana, Matrix. I haven't heard about Matrix, but Fireblocks and Solana I have. So that is pretty amazing. So if you are in Bhutan and you're a Bhutanese citizen, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce anything in that video. I love pronunciation and I love to pronounce things correctly, so I'm sorry about that. But basically, you open a DK bank account, which I'm assuming is like the national bank over there. You log into the TER portal, you buy, hold, and redeem. That is amazing. If you're a global citizen, you pre-register to be among the first global users to access TER when it becomes available internationally. So it looks like no one is holding it, just yet. And it does look like it's primarily going to be first for the Bhutanese and then for, retail. So that's pretty much it. If you are, like I said, going to be a digital nomad, please be aware of, where you're going to, right? Understand their culture, understand, everything that needs to be done. And yeah, be happy. Hopefully you enjoyed the journey. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. As always, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.